I'll tell you about home. A place that never gives our dreams a chance. So we grow to take chances. Home is a place where blood is no longer thicker than water but liquor. Home is a place where blood is no longer thicker than water but liquor.
My name is Sello Chokoe, the writer of a poetry collection called Infants of Dust that we adapted into a stage play of the same name, Infants of Dust. I am the writer and the performer, one of the performers. What inspired the work? Sure, the work was really inspired by the living conditions of South Africans, pre and post apartheid. Me growing up in a village and a township, experiencing the two worlds, I realized that our people are living in the most disadvantaged conditions for a human. So it was inspired by everyday challenges that black South Africans go through, the social ills that we go through, and I just put pen to paper. And my family also inspired the writing, because I grew up with my grandmother and she told me stories of how things were in the past, and I realized that there's little change, and the change is they moved from living in shacks and then they were given RDPs. That's just about it. But yeah, even me growing up, I didn't understand that how can we live in this village and we are next to each other, we are neighbors in this village, but the whole village is a neighbor to Van der Merwe with a whole land, living alone in that land. For Treger, like the whole village is literally surrounded by these people who are occupying this amount of land, and we are just like this, and that didn't sit well with me. And yeah, I just wrote Infants of Dust. Okay, so how we went about adopting the book into a stage play. When I launched the book, the director liked what he read, and he said, in the future we need to work together. And then I was like, yeah. But we were already working together, but he was just saying, with the work that I produced, we need to do something about it. And then one time I'm like, yeah, but I can perform this pieces. Why not adapt it to stage? Then I approached him like, please direct me with these pieces. And then he liked it, and then we worked on it. As for people in the township understanding the intensity of the work, I think because the poetry speaks directly to their challenges. The poetry speaks directly to their challenges. So it came from a feeling of it hit home for them first. This is what we're going through. So it was not far first. We were speaking about things that are happening in their everyday life, so it was easy to understand according to me. And as for the style, that's the director. He's amazing like that. Shout out to you, my director, Thatale, Klaas, Motebejane. Much respect. In working on this particular piece, the challenge that we had was time, because we were working, looking at producing for the festival, right? So the challenge that we had is time. So we had to really work on a daily basis, day and night. So yeah, apart from that, we gelled. There was nothing that could disturb us because we were too focused. So I think we were just pressed for time, but we came up with what came out.
The message I took from the play is men who are cowards. I don't like men who hate women most of the time. So it was very touching for me, and yet to know who we are, which is be able to. Because now, right now, we're just happy that everyone is happy. Forgetting we are Africans, this is our world. So this shows like this reminds us who we are.
My name is Motebejane. I'm from Seshego, and then I work from the company called Makuma Group and Get Down Production. I'm the music director, then the band manager, the studio technician. So today I'm at the Xclusive spot. Just watched the play called Infant of Dust. It's a beautiful production. One get to know and learn a lot from different approaches in regard of the production itself, the theater-wise. I'm not used to that kind of theater, but it's so overwhelming because of it's something fresh and new, and art is broad, and if we get attend a session like this or initiative like this, I get very excited because of every day we get to learn new stuff, especially within the industry. So the Infant of Dust portrayed its element in a different way, which I'm not used to, and I appreciate that, and I wish more initiatives such as this one can be executed frequently, especially around the Kasi. When I got community in unprivileged areas, because of the show warning. That's your kind of state theater, market theater. This upmarket theaters or places, especially person. So if really bring her home, they make the easier to follow. To follow what is happening beside itinerary. So we get to venture more, re-explore within the industry.
I'm very happy to be here. We are here at more exclusive sport theater in Polokwane. I'm very, very exhilarated by the body of work that I've seen. I have just seen Infant of Dust. That is a mix of poetry. We've got symbolism in there, we've got music, we've got dance. Particularly, the poetry is on point. This, to me, the poetry that Sello portrayed there was a mirror in my face. These are the everyday things that happen in our lives, and you think you're hunky-dory and you take everything as it comes, and he takes this mirror and he puts it up so we can actually see our own reflections, our distorted reflections of ourselves. That was beautifully penned. It's not easy to pen down poetry, and he did that for over 45 minutes. This is the type of work that we as South Africans, I think, need to be more exposed to. This is the kind of craft that we need to be exposed to. We had a dancer, Seitibaleng. Seitibaleng is a personal friend of mine. And to see the physical theater that is in there, how the use of, you don't necessarily need to touch for us to know that you are together in the scene. And those are the things that I feel that if you are the child that is in drama school, those are the things you need to fight for, to be exposed to, because theater is not just realism. There are different styles of theater, and today I saw, so far, I think I saw 6 shows, 6 different shows, all a humongous body of work. I'm very excited that I am an artist in South Africa right now.
My advice for someone who wants to be on stage that long doing poetry, start small. Start small with, you know, your open mics, attend, you know, shows, poetry shows, and write. Like, keep on writing, so that once you have an amount of, like, a huge amount of poems, you can now start looking at, you know, trying to increase the time that you perform your poems. But start small. Your 5-minute poems, you increase to 10 to 15-minute sets, and then as you get the hang of it, they will increase. Maybe you'll have 20-minute sets, you'll have, you know, 30, and so on and so on. But I would advise you start small if you want to do, you know, that kind of work that we do. And also attend shows so that you see what other people are doing.